Remember, England was favored going into the tournament, but Spain is favored in the final. You'll see the final 2 p.m. Sunday right here on TSN. Kevin will be a big part of that coverage. My first question for you is, do you agree with that? Should Spain be favored in this match?
Yeah, I think Spain are favourites. With what they've done in this tournament, England were favourites prior to the tournament, maybe with how much the squad was worth. They probably had the most talent, really, but I think Spain have shown that they've got so much ability within the younger players as well. I know we're going to talk about Lamine Yamal coming into the final, but Dani Olmo is another player who's playing in Germany. He's been excellent. Probably the player of the tournament, I would say, overall, Dani Olmo. Nico Williams on the other side, and then they've got Rodri in midfield. They've got star power throughout the team, and they're rightly our favourites with the players they have, yeah.
But England's in their second Euro final in a row.
Yeah.
I'm almost curious about how that, 4 years later, does being in back-to-back, does that experience help you at all?
I think it does, because a lot of those players were around, and the experience, the hurt that they faced when they got beaten that penalty shootout against Italy. So, yeah, I do think it's going to help them. They have a lot of talent. You can't take that away from them, but they haven't all produced the talent. I think the best thing for England today, or the most important thing for England today, was Phil Foden playing the way that he played in the first half. I think Kobbie Mainoo, the Manchester United star, playing the way that he played. Those two linked up so well throughout, Jay. And I think England have got the best players playing well. Maybe Jude Bellingham has not quite been at it, although he scored 2 incredible goals in this tournament. And Harry Kane himself scoring a penalty, he's not quite looking right.
Right.
But I think Foden was a big plus for England today, because he hasn't been necessarily showing the form that he'd been showing across the Premier League season with Manchester City.
So, going to put you on the spot here. Give me X-factor players for each team. A player who, if he plays well, their team will have a better chance to win
I'll probably give you 2 from Spain. I think if Rodri plays the way that he's played over the last few seasons at Manchester City, I think he dominates the game. I think he controls the midfield. But we're all going to look at Lamine Yamal with what he's done in this tournament, with that incredible goal that he scored in the semi-final. He turned 17 on Saturday, so it'll just be the day before the final. It's incredible to see the things that he's doing at the age of 16. So I think he's the one for Spain. And the guy I just mentioned, probably for England, Phil Foden. I think this game today against the Netherlands will give him so much confidence. He'll now feel like he's ready to play and perform in the final for England. So there's key players, there's key battles on both sides. But I think Spain have got just a little bit too much talent for England. And I think the way that they've played in the tournament, if they play anywhere near that level, I think they win the game.
Speaking of Spanish talent, I have a fun question for you. Okay, let's say Kevin Kilbane is going to leave us and go run a major European football club, and he gets to choose between one of these 2 young stars. Lamine Yamal on the right, of course. Kevin mentioned him, 16 years old, doesn't turn 17 till Saturday for Spain. And Turkey's Arda Güler, they call him the Turkish Messi.
Yeah.
Who would you pick? Güler, a comparatively ancient 19 years old.
Yeah, I know, 2 teenagers. It's a tricky one because of what they've done. I was really impressed with Güler. He scored a great goal in the tournament as well, but I was impressed in the last game because he played as a striker in the game, and he played as maybe more of a midfielder or an attacking midfielder through the tournament, and he played so well in the role, in a different role. So I think he's probably more versatile, but I think I'll go with what Stephen Colwell says to me. Stephen Colwell thinks that Lamine Yamal is going to be right up there with Messi in 5 or 6 years' time, and maybe Cristiano Ronaldo. So I'll go with Yamal just for that. Maybe he's still got a bit more growth in his game just yet as well.
He gets 2 more years on him to grow that game a little bit.
Exactly.